Hello there, food lovers, and welcome back to Stuff, the podcast where we talk about cooking, our favourite ingredients, and ways to get creative and inventive in the kitchen.
It's hosted by me. I'm just doing my face. One of my faces. It's hosted by me, George Egg, the snack hacker, and the voice you just heard, Martyn O'Dell, the Lagom chef. This is a show all about making food accessible, fun, and delicious.
Oh, I thought you normally say above all. I was like, where's my cue line? Give me my cue line. Each week we'll be talking about some of our listeners and our favourite stories from the kitchen.
It's true. So, folks, head over to our socials and follow us and rate us and subscribe.
Can we edit out all the ers? Is that all right?
Right.
Well, I know what you've been up to. I just saw your top notes. What have you been up to, George, apart from eating food at Glastonbury?
Well, that is my note.
I know, I was trying to stitch you up. I was like, I do want to talk about Glastonbury.
So this is going to come out weeks after we go. Glastonbury's ages ago, but at the time of recording, I am back from Glastonbury a few days ago, and I am tired.
Oh, post Glastonbury boo-hoos. Was you up at the Stone
Not
Circle
so
with you?
The thing is, I'm not tired from revelling. I'm tired from working, so I was performing a lot. And
tell us about the late night shifts you were doing.
I did my coat hanger striptease at 1 a.m. on Friday.
Is there any photographic evidence or like video evidence, or did you?
Probably, I would imagine there were quite a lot of Snack Hacker fans in the audience.
Great. If anyone has a bit of footage of George, with the nipple, the ears and the bums, can you please send it in to at the Stab Podcast or Martyn at lagomchef.com so I can
coat hanger in each ear.
Yeah,
clothes on there, turn around naked.
Bum.
But no, I
quick question on that.
Yeah.
Do you have to worry the older you get that the more droopy it gets, just in case there's a bit of a silhouette?
Testicles, yes. Penis, no.
Yes, please. Okay. What did you eat? What did you cook? What did you do?
So that's one. So I love doing the whole cooking backstage and everything, and we had some nice food. So because it's a food podcast.
Is it?
That's what we're talking about. Yes. So I what I did. I made. I'll rattle through some things I made. I made a great big load of pulled pork shoulder, which I froze in like a sphere.
I was going to say, you didn't make it there. You did it pre.
No, so I made that the couple of days before I went. Froze it in a as small a surface area shape as possible, so it would stay frozen for as long as possible.
Oh, right, okay.
So kind of shaped it into a sphere, backpacked it, put that in my Yeti, and 4 days later, it was still frozen in the middle. I mean, that's how.
Wow.
Hashtag Yeti. That's how good that. I mean, they are pretty good. So anyway, so that kept everything cold. So on the last night,
so hang on, you made a meat ice cube,
basically a meat ice sphere.
Pack.
Yeah.
But did you eat it, or did you just use
exactly.
it? All right.
Yeah. So it kept everything cold while it was slowly defrosting, and then on the last there's a fly in it. What's the fly? On the last day, we had a nice little sort of taco fest. So I took this is what I do when I'm going camping. I bet you're the same. Kind of go, just need this, and then in the half hour before you leave, going, actually, I'll put that in there. Actually, I'll put that in there. Actually, I'll put that.
Yeah.
And
I
so
keep
one
finding
of the things,
tongs everywhere. I've got 65 pairs of tongs. Where have they all gone? And I look in the van. I'm like,
tong van.
Tong van.
But yes, one of the last minute things I put in, I thought, sorry, I'll take the taco press. You never know, might use it.
As you do.
And then we did. And so I took some, masa. And then me and my daughter's boyfriend made a load of tacos, heated up the pulled pork, got some jars of salsa just on the way from a shop, made a kind of slaw with loads of fresh coriander and lime and chili, and had these tacos all set outside the van.
Yum.
That was so good.
I love that because whenever I go latitude, I always end up cooking with my mate on like the first night. We always sit there and go, let's have a nice meal, because the rest of it we're going to be a bit like poontangs. We're not going to want to do anything.
Yeah,
but like, I suppose a festival like Glastonbury, there's quite a lot of downtime. Especially if you're performing, you're not going to trape over to whatever some of the name of the plaplaces are to have a good time and then come back and do your show.
No, totally.
So you got loads of time to cook. What else did you do?
So one of the other meals we had a nice communal curry. So my daughter made a halloumi sarg, which is just so. It's from Mira Soda's book East. It's normally a paneer sarg, but she made it with halloumi because couldn't get hold of paneer. To be honest, actually, I think halloumi works a bit better because it's saltier, whereas I find paneer sometimes.
You're going to offend a whole nation soon.
Well, I think it's great, but it's not. It never seems to be seasoned, whereas halloumi is quite salty. Yeah. So anyway, it works beautifully. So she made a halloumi sarg. My friend Dan made a chicken curry, and we had a really nice curry night. But then we had a load of the halloumi sarg left. So the next day I made some toasties just with loads of cheddar, loads of the halloumi sarg, and then squashed that in some seeded sourdough in a cast iron pan, put a weight on top, and they were.
So all these people listening, they're going to be like, well, I just ate grass and had pepperoni sticks. And you're eating like a king. Good for you, George.
I love it. I mean, that's the highlight for me, is doing all the cooking backstage.
And who was the best act? Let's get that over and done with.
Pulp, I suppose. Yeah, Pulp.
Yeah, Pulp. Yeah,
but then Alanis Morissette also was great.
It's because you're old, isn't it?
She's younger than me.
Is she?
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic? Go on, tell your joke. I know you want to do the joke.
It's not my joke.
Yeah, but say it anyway, because I stole it. Did you?
I think, I did it last week.
Because I told someone, I was like, oh yeah, there's this really funny thing about the Alanis Morissette song. You know, the whole, isn't it ironic? And then someone just went, yeah, it's unfortunate, isn't it? I went, oh. But,
yes, no, cool. It was even like in the press, it was saying, oh, she was on there in ironic, blah, and Ed Byrne, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. No, me and Janine watched a couple of the headline acts. 1975 came on, and I was just like, I'm a bit confused. And then my friend George messaged me in the morning. He was like, he put this thing up on his stories, and it was like, me feeling really smug because I'm a millennial and understanding Matt Healy's like, you know, act and all this kind of stuff. And I messaged him. I was going, what do you mean? And he was like going, fuck off. And he was like, he said, oh, it's all an act. He pretends to be rock and roll to sort of, this is what you want me to be. So like the first half of the act, he does that. And then the second, I was like, what a twat. I was like, just play music, mate. All the people that are good. Creedence, he's not going to be doing that, is he? What's his name?
He was great.
John Fogerty.
Yeah, he was brilliant. No, I wandered over to the Pyramid Stage when the 1975 were on, watched 5 minutes and just thought...
You see the cameras pan round.
You horrible posh.
And it's just all these girls.
Yeah, no. It was
Charlie XXX, all the girls. It's just weird. Go watch Prodigy.
It was a funny thing.
Go on.
We're back... I mean, you can't say here was a funny thing and then just before you make it, because then it's just setting yourself up not to be funny. But we're backstage and we were talking about Charlie XCX, and one of the people I was camping with, my friend Sally Ann, she said she's very young, Charlie XCX. I said, oh, is she? And she said, and then she was talking about her set. She said she spent most of the set walking around on all fours. And I said, how young is she?
Is she the green with the one that had the green background? I won't say it.
What do you mean green background?
She had like the first song was like a green background. She just walked along and just didn't even sing, and then just said a few things. And I was just like, right, I didn't get it, so I turned it off.
I tell you who I wish I'd seen, because inevitably what I always do is I do my last show and then I go, actually I'm really knackered, I'll just go home. So go home on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
But I wish I'd hung around and seen the Prodigy, because I watched a bit of footage of that, and that that would have been mega.
I saw them at Ali Pali, and Soft Play supported them, and they were unreal. It's like,
was that pre Keith Flint dying?
No, this was after. This was like 2 years ago, so he was already dead. But he only sings in like 2 of the songs. He's just a big hype man and the producer person. But it was brilliant. Like literally, like the music came on and it felt like your chest had gone against the back wall. It was like boom.
Well, I saw them decades ago at Tea in the Park, and it was that real kind of like sound weapon, kind of like, you feel like you're being...
so good. Yeah.
Anyway, that's all me. What have you been up to?
Yeah, I had a cheese toasty. Shall we move on to a question? No, what have I been up to? Oh, I got the grill, thank you, Sadie. Thank you, Sadie, producer, for being an organiser. I got the Somerset grill that you declined. George wants to retract his offer, and he wants one now.
I've got grill envy now.
Okay. Yeah, he does.
I'll get the tape measure out. I've just threw. You know the thing where I've got those Kamado. You know when we did the cookie. You remember we got the two. I know,
mate. I know. You just making excuses. Good. There we go.
No, it's all good. I'm saying we've got space now because
perfectly in there.
It all rotted, and yesterday I literally took it all to the dump, and so I've got this nice little space. So if I measure and can find one.
Yeah. No,
anyway, tell me about it.
Yeah, it's great. Somerset Grill. They're amazing. They're called a Sada Grill, so it's kind of like the Argentinian way of cooking. And it's incredible. This thing turned up and it was like 180 kilos on this pallet. And I was like, oh no, what have I ordered? Did I get the wrong one? And it's beautiful. It's just like solid steel. It's got like almost like a fun slide at the back. So you have this box at the back that you fill up with all of your wood, and then it cooks down, and then it falls down this slide. And then you have all your little
so it kind
charcoal
of just replenishes itself.
Yeah.
I see.
So I can't remember his name. I'm going to say Dan. It's probably wrong, but from Planet Friendly Firewood called Love Logs. He messaged me and he was just like, oh, you know, a lot of people put too much wood in because they think it's like a barbecue that you have to have like loads of.
Yeah.
But he just said you need just like the thinnest amount of wood because it's so hot, the beech they use. So you just drop it in the back, it falls through, and then you just like scatter it about. And then it's got this crank on the side so you can lower things up and drop it down.
I want one.
There's a kebab rack. They had to give this huge kebab rack, so I did the tikka butter paneer, or tikka butter chicken, sorry. And
if any listeners haven't, scroll back on Martyn's socials because those chicken kebabs looked insanely good.
It was so good.
Were they as good as they looked?
It was so good. I honestly, when I ate it, I was like, I don't think I've cooked it. But I like opened one up and it was so soft because I'd marinated it for like
and
overnight.
As well, I bet.
Oh, but yeah, it was brilliant, and it's so much fun to cook on because. You know, if you're cooking on a hob, it's just like, oh, dude, I'll turn that down. But with this, you're like, oh, right, I got to grab that. I burnt myself, and I got a bit of charcoal in my eye, and like the whole experience was just like,
yeah.
Oh, no, I came in trying to film, and my face was just like bright red because it was so hot, and I was just like,
yes, and in this weather,
yeah, and people were like, oh, you look all sweaty. I'm like, yes, because it was like 400 degrees.
What else have you done apart from the?
So I did the livers and polenta.
Yeah.
So I put the livers on the grill, polenta cooked on the back. And then I did some butternut squash.
What liver was that you used?
Calf's liver.
Right, the fancy stuff.
Ooh, yeah, the fancy. It was quite expensive, £18 a kilo.
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. But
and
it
then
was
like lamb's liver is just like insanely cheap.
Yeah. Poor things.
I don't know why it's so... Do you know why
and it's all
so
frozen.
Yeah.
I
remember like getting it from Lidl and stuff. Even there it's expensive.
But no, it was delicious. And then I did a butternut squash dish, because it's all from the cookbook series. It was a River Cottage dish, their second book. It was butternut squash split in half, and then it had sun-dried tomatoes, olives, thyme, garlic, loads of oil, and chili. And you just fill the hole, and then you just roast it, and then you just spoon it out on top of it. Oh, it was so nice. So I did that in there as well. Just slid that in next to the coals.
And all the people around your studio
very
happy.
Yeah.
I bet
all the Italians are like, hey, what do you mean? You know, like polenta.
Not too critical.
No, they were all right. You feed them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Shut up, mate. No, I gave him the calf's liver, and he was like, "Mamma mia." He's like, "I'm a mother." And he always takes a picture and sends it to his mum because Luca, who's a Italian, well, there's lots of Italians there, but he always goes, "Yeah, my mum, she's a great chef. She loves this. It's okay if I send her a picture." I'm like, "Yeah, mate, get involved."
Oh, that's so nice.
So yeah, feed them, keep them happy. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to question of the week. This is the part of the show where we pose a question at the beginning of the show, and then the second part of the show we say the answer. We have a brief discussion about it now, and then we talk about it more later on. You ready?
Can I read it?
God, that's all in one breath.
That was, wasn't it? Well, then have a sip of water while I read the question. The question is, what happened? Did you forget how to swallow?
Yeah.
What was the first food to be eaten in space?
I know this.
Do you?
Yeah.
How do you know? Just because of being told the answer?
No. I always revert back to monkeys for some reason, because I know the PG Tips advert was the whole monkey and peanut butter thing.
Yeah.
And I thought did they not send an animal to space first to test if it would come back down all right? So my brain went monkey.
Oh, it was a dog was the first thing, wasn't it?
Was it? There we
Luca,
go.
I think.
There we go.
The name of the
dog food.
No, Leica.
Leica,
like the camera.
like the yeah.
So
dog food.
Pedigree chum. Win a lot prime.
I don't know any others.
Caesar, Mr. Dog.
Yeah, you're a cat boy, don't you? I got a job once that I declined politely because there was someone that was had a dog food company that had made their food out of all natural ingredients, and they wanted to prove that it was made out of natural ingredients. They wanted me to live off of it for a month to prove that it was all right. And I was like,
you turned that down.
Yeah, I was like, I can't wait to have my dog food and milk and dog food and pasta.
How much were they offering you to?
Not enough.
A month of eating dog food.
Yeah, imagine
that's
that.
Like a sentence, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a worming. I'll be running around the floor like scuffing my bum,
just dragging it.
Yeah.
Wowee.
There you go. So pedigree chum.
I think it's going to be a human eating it.
Well, it says to be eaten. What about if an alien ate it?
Oh yeah, that we don't know about, like sort of blue milk
or green slime. Jelly. I'm saying jelly.
Green alien jelly.
Alien jelly. There we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll come back to that in the second part of the show. If you do have any better suggestions, then keep them in your mouth.
No,
tell a friend.
Send them in.
Well, send them in. It'll be too late, but talk to a mate. Right, go on, George.
Actually, you're kind of next, although I'll explain what it is. Each episode, we have a star ingredient. And we talk about it, and then one of us brings in something to eat using it. This week's ingredient is cottage cheese. Cottage cheese.
I like the chaise de cottage.
I like cottage cheese. I always thought that River Cottage, if they made cheese, then they'd say, we've got River Cottage cheese. And then you can imagine people going, I don't like cottage cheese. They're going, no, it's River Cottage cheese. No, I don't like cottage cheese. No. It's cheese made by River Cottage. Yeah, but I don't like cottage cheese. Anyway, something like that.
Good one. Should have worked on that one. That's not making the set. Cottage cheese. Why is it called cottage cheese? Do you know?
I did do a little bit of research, actually. It was called cottage cheese in mid-19th century USA. They called it cottage cheese. I don't know why, but that's when they did.
Right. Maybe they were like, oh my God, there's such a cute cottage. So it's an American cheese.
I think it came originally from North America. Do you like it?
I love it.
I love it. It just makes me think of the 80s.
Well, it makes me... we were discussing things downstairs, which we won't say on said podcast. But cottage cheese...
Can I just say the words ham labia that came out of your mouth?
I can't. I said not to be repeated. Don't make me get you cancelled, George. Oh dear.
Go on.
I like it. I think it's one of those things you just got to get over the sight of it, because I think looking at it is
it looks like baby vom.
Yeah, baby vom. Yeah, exactly. But it's the creamy curds that I think people just look and go, oh, texturally it's a bit of a tough one to get through. But once you get through the texture, you're fine.
Do you know why it looks like what it does?
No.
So I was doing a little bit of research.
That's why you're here.
And it's the curds, like if you're making cheese normally.
Yeah.
And then those curds have something added to them, like milk or cream. So otherwise you'd just have a load of kind of, crumbly curds. Yeah. So that's what that kind of sloppiness amongst the lumps.
Love it.
Yeah.
So that's why when you get like the full fat one, it's probably double cream, and then you get the skinny one and it's milk.
I suppose so, or skimmed cream.
Skimmed.
Is that milk?
I don't know. Water with cream added to it.
Do you know why double cream is called double cream and why single cream is called single?
You're going to tell me?
No, I don't know either.
Oh.
Does anyone know?
Sadie, you must know.
Someone must know.
Sadie's got so much information in her head. She just has to take some time to say.
I wonder if I guess it's double the fat. I don't know.
Yeah, why don't they call it...
Why it's not single, double, why isn't,
Why don't they call it cream and then half cream?
I want triple cream.
I just want cream.
Quadruple cream.
That'd be 100% fat. Yeah, that is butter.
Anyway, we're veering, listeners, we're veering away from cottage cheese towards cream and butter. Let's get back to cottage cheese.
I've got 3 things for us to sample, but I'm just going to read this one out. Cottage cheese was very in the 70s. Cottage cheese. Yeah, it's been a long week for Sadie. We won't put on much. Yeah, cottage cheese was very in the 70s, as it was considered a diet food superstar, served in avocado halves or pineapple rings. The funny thing about that, like the whole diet thing with avocado halves, is like avocado's got a lot of fat in it, and all these people go, "Oh, look at me! No calorie meal," and then
that's dieting all over.
That's dieting it. Did you see that thing that I read out in that dieting book? That was about the women, and then she was like, if you've got an overweight husband, he's probably out having lots of beers and eating lots of carbohydrates. If you want a skinny husband, then you need to feed him this. And there was like a meal plan of just like pear and curry mayo.
Was this a
1970s cookbook? Yeah.
I do love those old cookbooks. And I bet you there's loads of cottage cheese recipes in those old cookbooks.
Probably. It was a peak cottage cheese time. Should I get my cottage cheese out?
Yes.
I've got 3. Oh no, I left one thing in my bag.
I remember when I was at school, there was a boy called David Fromont, and we used to go round to his house and play Dungeons and Dragons, and he was really greedy, and he'd give us just like a little bit of food, and then he'd be off in the fridge eating cottage cheese out of the tub, and we'd be going, oh, can we try a bit? And he was like, oh no, and he was always tired.
Always tired?
Yeah, like you'd ring him up and... No, he'd ring up my brother And the answer phone message always go, "Hello, it's David Framer."
Thanks.
Anyway.
Right, so I have made you 3 things, as it was very much down the dieting route, is what cottage cheese was more commonly known as. When I used to work for a guy, I can't remember his name, but he used to do like burpee stuff. We used to make this thing called...
Burpee stuff, like exercise?
Yeah, like exercise. I can't remember, a bit of squeaky voice. We used to make this thing called protein fluff that lots of bodybuilders used to have, and I hadn't made it in ages, and I was like, I'm going to make it. So I made you...
I think that's the first food that was eaten in space.
I know, that's why I was playing it cool. So this, you can make this in a variety of different ways, but this one...
mad.
Yeah.
That looks like something you'd use to like pack out a cavity wall. Doesn't it?
or make a like a tooth impression.
Yeah.
Taste it. So this is go on, taste it first.
Strawberry.
Go on, taste it, mate. Get it in your mouth. Oh, look at that texture. Aren't you happy?
I don't know. Do you know? I mean, it looks like Angel Delight.
He will enjoy it.
That's nice.
Told you. So this is
like sweets.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what bodybuilders used to absolutely inhale.
Can I ask a question? Has it got sweetener?
Put your other hand up.
Has it got sweetener in it? There's almost slight...
Well, yeah, let me tell you.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
So all it is cottage cheese. So you can get the low-fat cottage cheese if you want it, or you can get the high-fat cottage cheese if you need a bit more fat in your life. And then all you do is you get a sachet of jelly, and you make up jelly. So you can get the 0-calorie, 0 sugar sweetener one.
Hence the sweetener.
Yeah. And then you make jelly, and then you just put it together and just waz it, and then it just turns into like a mousse. And it's protein fluff because they go, oh, I've got loads of protein in it.
Wow.
Obviously, you can put protein powder in it as well, and then you get more protein. But yeah, it was like bodybuilders love it because of the volume.
I think we're in danger of attracting a protein sort of friendly audience, which we've been quite anti. All protein, this protein, that.
Yeah, that's cottage cheese, mate. Cottage cheese is one of those things.
That's fascinating. Now that's because cottage cheese, all I think of is savoury, diety, whereas that's...
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like special effects as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be good in a horror movie, kind of coming out of someone's back.
Stick some up your nose.
But imagine like splitting someone's spine, and then there's all that comes out.
Oh, like plasma. Anyway, so that's the first one. I thought it was really delicious. And then, we used to make loads of this. And it was always like cottage cheese, one of those things. It was like, we need a bit more like liquid in a bad, healthy meal. So they would just put some like cottage cheese on the side and then that'll be it. But I think that is
I wonder if you,
good one.
Because of the slight sweetener thing from the jelly, obviously having aspartame or whatever it's got in there. I wonder if you made a similar thing, instead of using jelly, if you used gelatin and like strawberry jam. So you had actual proper...
So you do it with frozen fruits. So the proper fluff you can do with like frozen berries, protein powder, and then people do it with almond milk and then just whap it.
That's hilarious though.
And this one's for you, George. I couldn't find any twiglets, and it's not your recipe, but I made this, right? So this is how...
Cottage cheese?
Cottage cheese?
God, you really haven't done what I was expecting.
No, exactly.
I thought we were going to have cottage cheese on crisp breads.
Avocado halves.
Yeah, or just tubs of cottage cheese.
So all I did with it, like taste it, it's not the perfect brownie, but I think if you was like trying to cut down on your fat, this is a brilliant one, because all I did was took a recipe, which was a chocolate brownie recipe from BBC Good Food, and then took out all the butter and just put cottage cheese in instead. And then put some pretzels on top, because I know you like sticking things in a brownie. I was trying to find twiglets and I couldn't find any.
That's nice.
It's good, isn't it? So yeah, in terms of reducing fat intake, it's a bit claggy, isn't it?
It's kind of claggy, but a big glass of milk with that would be lovely, wouldn't it?
There we go.
Milk?
Yeah, I got more.
Have you got a glass of milk?
Glass of milk. And then this is the last one.
None of these are what I was expecting at all.
Well, this one is what you might expect. So this is cottage cheese and...
ice cream?
And it is ice cream, but cottage cheese and...
pineapple.
Yes!
Like David Fromont.
So it might be a bit... There we go. So I thought, have a try of that. It's a palate cleanser.
I've got to let this go down a bit first because it's a dark chocolate.
So all I did with this was literally cottage cheese, a tin of pineapple, and then put a little bit of lime juice in there, and then balanced it all with a little bit of sugar syrup, which I had on the cocktail shelf, and then put it in my ice cream machine, churned it for a little bit, put it in a container, and there we go.
We haven't had any cottage cheese style cottage cheese.
Hey, look, people know how to put cottage cheese on the side of a plate. Oh, is it refreshing?
Yeah.
And I thought what we could put a bit of this on it, because it's pineapple and tahini is a classic combo. So I thought, why not try it?
Yeah, because the lime in there.
Just saved it from going on there and it just chucked it on there. I'll catch it.
I put the covers over first.
Yes, there we go. There's only one spoon. We've got to share it.
Wow.
It's really refreshing, isn't it? Yeah. So there you go. There's my little cottage cheese trio for you.
That's fantastic. We're talking about special effects. Me and my friend made a film once where this character basically has died and another guy's come out of him. And so my friend went to a local butcher's and bought a sheep's pluck. Yeah. So the lungs, heart, liver, all the whole business. And then this guy was lying down in the woods, and we put a load of like white card over him to protect him, and then put all of the sheep's pluck on him, like with his coat sort of hanging over it, and he was like lying dead, and it just was so disgusting.
Oh, did you make haggis out of it after?
No, we did another thing where someone exploded, and so then we did slow motion shots of just chucking bits of so like he'd blown up, and then we got like slow motion shots of like a liver just flailing through the sky and then whacking into a tree and all this fake blood. It's good fun.
Good fun. Sounds great.
And then right at the end, there's just this pair of feet with just legs. So it's panned up from feet in shoes and then goes up like that. And then it's just these exploded legs with just the bones sticking out.
Great.
Is good. I'll show you later.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
It's online. Yeah. All right.
There we go. Well, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I don't want to eat any more of it. I want to save my appetite for next week.
What's yours? Oh, eggs.
That was brilliant, Martyn.
Oh,
always impressive. I always feel like I've underperformed in advance.
You can just do your coat hanger trick.
No, not here. Shall we move on to Britain's faves?
Yes, please.
What is Britain's faves, Martyn? I can't remember.
Britain's faves is where we talk about a dish or a dish that is one of Britain's favourites, like pâté.
Have you already looked?
I just saw my notes there.
Pâté.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Is it wicked? Love it. Did that go over your head? I thought I did quite well.
No, there. I know that.
Yeah, I know that.
What is it? I know it. Do you like it? Is it wicked? I'm loving it. Who is that by?
I don't know, like MC.
Anyone know?
MC Potato.
Is it wicked?
DJ Pied Piper.
Never heard of. But I know the song.
Yeah.
I do love pâté, and I rarely buy it. It's one of those ones that when I do get it, I go, why don't I get pâté more frequently? I used to eat it loads when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Just so much, just pâté on toast, pâté on toast.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I had this one unbelievably vivid memory that in our old house when I was probably about 8 or 9, just sitting in this room, and I had a toaster on the table, and I think I went for about 14 slices of white bread and just had a pot of butter, toast, butter, pâté, yum, and I was there for ages.
So good.
I think 14 was in my head for some reason because I just remember eating that many.
Maybe it's 18 because that was when I was ploughing through it.
Not 14 because I was in a different house when I was 14. Huh? I was in a different house. I have this very good memory of like, what are you saying? Age 14.
Like I was probably about 14 when I was 18.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I was in a different house when I was 14. That's why I have this memory of being in this house when a lot younger. Have we lost each other?
You're remembering?
So there's 2 houses I lived in when I was a kid.
Yeah.
There was one house, house 1, and then there was house 2. House 2. I moved into house 2 when I was probably 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So in house 1 was the memory of eating pâté, so I wouldn't have been 14 because that would have been in house 2.
Why did you start talking about being 14?
No, I said 14 slices of toast. I said it's a very vivid number. I was like, it's such like I always remember sitting there like a competition going like, oh, I got to 12.
So you were about 12, but there was 14 slices.
Yeah. God, you can tell you've been to Glastonbury. Are you sure you wasn't at the Stone Circle getting bummed?
No. Well, I don't remember. I went to the Stone Circle.
And you don't remember?
I remember looking at, there was a woman dressed very Glastonbury style, and she was perched on top of one of the stones, but just so much like a bird.
Oh.
The stance, kind of like, sort of knees up,
like a
sort of
cormorant.
arms back. More like a blackbird.
Oh, blackbird.
I don't know. It's more just like just like a bird. Blackbird singing in the dead of the night.
Right, I've got a question for you that you'll be able to answer very quickly.
Is it going to be smooth or coarse?
No. What is the one downfall of getting served pâté in a restaurant?
I can't think.
Not enough bread. They never give you enough toast or bread. They give you a one piece on a triangle. You get 2 triangles or 4 little triangles, and you're like, what am I meant to do with my kilo of pâté you're giving me?
Do you know, I don't think I'd ever order a pâté in a restaurant because I would think I could just get pâté. It doesn't feel like they've made anything. I mean, unless they've made their own pâté, but even then you kind of go, do you know what I mean? I think I would always go, oh yeah, I like pâté, but I can just buy pâté, so I'll go for something that feels like it's been made. And
I think sometimes it depends what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes I see it and I go, ooh, I could do that, because that's like a little take the edge off starter. It's not like is it going to fill you up and
at home, totally. Yeah. But I think in a restaurant, I'd just always go, I want to feel like a little hiccup over there.
There comes the peanuts.
I tell you what, a real strong memory of pâté I've got is when I was in my early 20s and I lived in a vegetarian household in a housing cooperative, and we used to get that, I think it's Suma Foods, and it's like this, well, they did different, they were in like a tomato puree tube, and they were all vegetarian pâtés, and they did a yeast one, a mushroom one, and a vegetable one, but I loved that, and it was really just like a sort of like a mild Marmite-y salty paste.
Yeah, I think things in tubes weird me out. Like I like tomato puree.
Toothpaste?
Yeah, I don't mind toothpaste, but it's like when you get what's that? There's a cheese, isn't there? There's a cheese that you can get.
Primula. Yeah.
It just makes me feel weird. It's just the way it comes out. I'm just like, oh.
Yes, they have the little star nozzle on the Primula, so you can make it look a bit fancy.
Ooh, bougie. Go on then. Coarse or straight? Or what's it called? Smooth.
When I was a teenager, smooth. Coarse, like no.
Yeah.
Now I think I'd rather coarse, like a bit of something going on.
What's your favourite flavour?
I think just the regular kind of Ardan, is that the one?
Yeah.
Just pork liver, whatever.
With all the jelly around the rim.
Jelly, it's usually jelly on top, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I love it. And I think here's a thought I had.
Go on, tell me your thoughts,
pâté.
George. Yeah.
When does a pâté become a paste?
Or a parfait.
Maybe
it's the smoothness. No, because
it's like you get jars of, fish paste, sardine and tomato paste, crab paste, that kind of thing. It's like, was that pâté? I tell you what I would say as well, something like pâté, like almost anything can become a pâté if you call it a pâté. So like if you made dal, and then you put it in the fridge and it goes really solid and spreadable, we just say, well, that's lentil pâté now, and
or is it a spread? Or is it a paste?
Well, that's exactly my point.
Well, what is the definition of pâté? Sadie, she's really good with these answers.
Sadie, when does a pâté become a paste? When does a pâté become ready? A rillette.
I was about to say rillette. Yeah, we used to do pork rillettes, but I think rillette is.
In French means paste.
Comme ci, comme ça, Rodney.
Rillettes. That's basically like really coarse pâté. I suppose,
but that's kind of like that's more shredded meat. I would say pâté has probably got some kind of offal through it, because you have duck liver, chicken liver. But you don't really have...
Well, not necessarily, because you could get mushroom pâté. They don't have any offal in it.
That's just vegetarian, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still a pâté. Mackerel pâté. I love mackerel paste. Pâté. Do you like mackerel pâté?
I mean, what's the difference between a rillette and a paste?
I think they're just all... they're all blurred...
Lines.
Blurred, hazy.
You know you want it. You know you... I can't big girl. You know that one?
I don't know that one. Who's that
by? Robin Thicke.
It's a good name, really. Can we talk about mackerel pâté?
I think we should talk about mackerel pâté.
Let's talk about not just mackerel pâté. Let's talk about sardine pâté. Let's talk about kipper pâté.
Oh,
why not?
I don't know.
Smoked
fish,
mackerel, smoked herring.
Smoked kipper. No, I think how would you make it? It's just a case of like smoking your fish, pulling it apart, mixing it with creme fraiche.
Yes, although smoking your fish, God, that's a bit advanced. I would buy a packet of vac-packed smoked mackerel.
Well, that's what I was saying. The smoked fish.
Oh, I think you said smoking your fish. I mean, why not? If you've got the equipment,
Rizzlers,
that'd be fun. But smoking a great big fish here. I would do smoked fish. I would do cream cheese. I would put some horseradish in there because that gives a nice bit. Lemon, herbs, lots of black pepper.
Bit of dill.
Yeah, bit of dill, bit of parsley. I found a herb in my garden this morning that I must have planted and I couldn't identify it. And then I tried to get, and I was like, I carried it to the railway station with me, like a little stick of it, picked it, and I was downloading apps to try and identify what it was, and they were all apps that said, free trial for 3 days and then £1 million a month. And I was like, I'm not going to get drawn into this. So I ended up I just took a photo of the leaf and I went on ChatGPT and said, I think I planted this in my garden. I don't know what it is. It smells faintly of curry. And straight away it told me, and it said, that's lovage.
Oh, you do love lovage though.
I've never had lovage.
Rewind to episode 19 where you spoke about putting lovage on something.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I bet you did. Chrysanthemums.
Not lovage.
What's the other one?
Nasturtiums.
Oh.
But anyway, lovage, a bit like parsley, and that would work.
Yeah, lovely.
That was the connection.
Good one there. There's also Google Lens. Have you ever used Google Lens? You take a picture on Google Lens and then it just Google searches it for you based on what you took a picture of.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'll try that.
Yeah, you still have to decipher it.
What other pâtés can we talk about?
Mushroom pâté. I made a brilliant mushroom pâté. One of the best ways to do it is to roast your mushrooms in like a really deep umami glaze. So I did like miso, soy sauce, and something else, maybe a little bit of oil, and I mushed them all together and then roasted them so they almost like became these dehydrated little like intense mushroom things, and then blitzed that with a little bit of cream cheese, and it was unbelievable.
I bet well, that's what I was sort of thinking about. Like, you can almost turn anything into a pâté. I was thinking if you had like some leftover mushroom stroganoff, let that cool in the fridge. That's going to go really firm. Whiz that up, maybe with a bit of softened butter.
Yeah,
that'd be epic, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's one thing I used to love, getting the butter seal on a bit of pâté.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Crack the butter.
Oh, crack the butter, but then you never know what's underneath it.
Pâté.
Let's hope so. Creme brulee.
I tell you what, I reckon pâté would make good like Christmas if you made just a got some nice little Kilner jars, made a load of pâté, did that, butter on top of all, bay leaf, blah blah blah.
I told you about this, didn't I? I did Martyn's Knob Christmas once.
Martyn's Knob Christmas.
I can't remember. It was like one of the NOB, and then it was like novelty, otherwise brilliant Christmas presents, and there was like chili vodka. There was all of these things. I think I did a pâté.
Nice.
Yeah,
like a meat one.
Meat knob. Yeah, there was lots of like puns in there. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. If you love pâté,
there was one question here. Let's
just
say, how would you improve a meat pâté?
More toast.
Yep. And lovage.
More toast and lovage.
Actually, it was really. I tasted one of the leaves. It was like, it's a bit much.
Yeah, they use that a lot on Great British Menu, don't they? It's one of those things. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I just
lovage oil, lovage mayo. It's definitely one of those things.
It's quite sort of celery, like super strong parsley, but like really almost mouth numbing. A bit like celery leaves, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right, should we move on to listeners' questions and stories,
it's
George?
Questioners, listens and stories.
I think it's still got some carry on from last week, this cue card. Anyway, so this is where we talk about questions and stories that come in from our listeners. So if you do want to write into @thestuff podcast, send in your stories and we'll read them out. Do you want to do the first one, George?
Harris asks,
I like the name Harris.
What is the most overrated and God, he wants it all. What is the most overrated, and underrated kitchen tool / utensil?
Oh, jacket potatoes. We're going to be here ages.
All right, let's start with the most overrated. Just trying to think what I've got that I never use.
Tweezers.
I think I just get rid of the things that I don't use.
Yeah.
Or they just get buried in the drawer.
Overrated. My friend Jamie, his brother Scott, he used to work at Midsummer House. What's his name? Who's Daniel Clifford, I think, Michelin star.
Yeah.
And he used to be his senior sous or head chef, and he was a very, very good chef. And he started doing some cooking videos. And he was doing a dish the other day, and he had these massive fucking tongs. And I was like, "What are those?" And he was like, "It's good for mixing." And I was just like, "Oh, you
like tongs or tweezers?"
Like tweezer tongs. They were like in between tongs and tweezers. Yeah, but he is a good chef, so I kind of allowed it. And he doesn't wear an apron.
If you want stuff to look all really fancy, you're going to use. I mean, I wouldn't use tweezers.
Yeah, but he uses them just to cook with. It's like a conductor.
Like chopsticks. I suppose that's a bit like, because you see a lot of sort of Southeast Asian chefs using chopsticks like you would use a wooden spoon and all mixing with that. I suppose it's almost like 2 chopsticks attached at the end.
Yeah,
long tweezers.
That's it.
Come on, let's think. Overrated. What?
A bit of thinking time.
What don't you use? See, I use my peeler. I use my microplane. I use my wooden spoon. I use my spatula.
That's what I was going to say is one of the most underrated kitchen tools is my Vogue spatula.
Spatulune.
Spoonula.
Spoonulach.
Yeah, spoonulach.
Spatulach.
Most overrated, just because it's the only part of cooking that I feel like I'm a bit of a purist in, is all those bloody knife sharpeners. The ones that are like the circle wheelie things on the side. I get it, but at the same time, like when you're a bit of a purist and like a whetstone and you get with it and you're in it, but you've got a big old grinding wheel now, haven't you? What have you got?
I got sent it and it does the job. Yeah, it's
hashtag gifted.
Hashtag gifted. I can't remember. It's Tomek?
I don't know. You were talking to someone about it the other day.
Oh no, it's good. It does the job.
Yeah.
But I'm going to disagree with you. Sorry.
It's not like you.
Well,
you normally roll over like, I'm too tired.
I know what you mean, but it's not. I don't feel like it's overrated. It's just a thing.
Well, for me, it's overrated. I'm allowed to have an opinion.
Yeah, I'm allowed to disagree.
Yeah, there we go. Let's agree to disagree.
What about air fryers? They're the most overrated, aren't they? They're so overrated at the moment, and you don't like them.
It's not that I don't like them. I'm just like, you've got a bloody oven.
So they're over. I think you can't not say air fryers as the most overrated.
I'll tell you what's overrated. Fucking air fryer cookbooks.
There you go.
Don't need any more of those. I don't need to understand how to put a mac and cheese in an air fryer. One person's done it. Anyone can do it.
All right, let's go overrated. Is air fryers
cookbooks.
and air fry cookbooks?
Yeah, get out.
Underrated.
I honestly think it's these spoonulas, like the Vogue spatula.
Yeah,
I get so many messages, and people are like, wooden spoons, they're great, but you're not going to be able to get that nice little. Every kitchen uses them.
I tell you what, I use mine at the end of almost every meal. When I just go, I want to get every last bit of sauce off this bowl, and I'll go to the drawer, get the spinner out, and like.
It's even great for washing up. Like if you're doing the washing up, you just want to get that last little. Get it.
They're great. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Rubber spatula. Go. Let's move on. You've had too much time, Harris. Well, Harris, maybe
that was just Harris.
Harris, mate, you send in yours, overrated and underrated, and then we'll read it out on the next one.
Tell us.
Right. Jamie asks, I've just got back from Glastonbury. Ooh, look at you. And ate my weight in pot noodles, pasta and cereal bars. I've got another festival coming up. And I'm looking for a few meals that are easy to do with limited equipment and limited hob space. Any suggestions? Oh, we should have given him more time. I've got many suggestions.
Listen next week, because I've got a thing.
All right. Well, shall I give him... I'm not here next week, so shall I...
Yes, you are.
Am I? Here's one
next
for
time.
You. I would say invest in a vac pack machine. And then think about stuff that, like you said, if you could make a meal, like say for example, you made like a what do they call it, like a cowboy beans. You could make a delicious meal, vac pack it flat so that you could defrost it quickly on the hob, and then you could either boil in the bag so it warms up like some kind of ration pack, sous vide style, and then just empty it out. Pre-made things in a bag.
I would say exactly the same. However, the only slight change I would say is, like I was saying at the beginning, rather than doing it flat, do it as compact as possible so that it stays frozen for ages, so that then you can use the cold of that to keep everything else cold, and then eat the thing that stayed frozen for longest last.
Well, maybe what you could do is you could do them in different flatness and different shapeness. Yes. So you got day one flat, day two thicker and
So the last one's like a big
cricket ball.
Yeah, but no, I think totally that. And I would say things that don't need refrigerating. So tins of fish. And one of my absolute favourite go-to kind of improvised meals is half an avocado and a tin of fish.
Yeah.
It's just like full of energy and it's really tasty, a bit of flaky salt on there, and, you know. And also I would say take with you things that will enhance stuff. So that could be sachets, that could be little
pastes,
little pots of, or just sprinkly, you know, or even just like spices and things, like a tiny, you know, 35mm film.
You love it, don't you?
Pot of what exactly though? But
I normally use medium format, so I've got a bit more space.
Yeah, but it's thinner and longer. Thinner and longer.
I use my SD cards for my garlic.
But yeah, but that's
paste like you can buy, if you, I know it's a bit bougie, but if you go to Waitrose or if you go on Ocado, they have their like little Waitrose have their cooks range, is it? And they have lots of amazing pastes like shug, tagine paste, chipotle paste, any of those. Put a dollop of that in, tin of beans.
Yeah,
done.
And I know you were just saying you're not sure about things in tubes, but you can get things like miso in a tube now.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. So basically, it's like a toothpaste tube of miso.
Imagine getting that wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, babe, pass me the. A bit moreish.
Get that mixed up with your thrush cream. Sorry, it's cottage cheese.
George,
you said it earlier.
I said don't mention it. Ham labia.
Anyway,
we've got these other mics. I'm not really picking everything up. So I've been wired.
Ham
labia.
Great.
Should we move on? Let's go on to the wine list. Right, wine
list.
Shall
I do this one?
Here we go.
Olivia said, or says, Harris asks, Olivia said. Anyway, having to buy, Olivia said, having to buy new pots and pans whenever I move into a flat that has an induction hob rather than a gas hob. Oh, Olivia.
There's lots of pots.
Olivia.
Buy the right pans in the first place. Because it's irrelevant. If you go to somewhere like Nisbets and buy a Vogue saute pan, they work on gas, induction, flipping everything.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you've bought a load of things and then you move somewhere else, but I don't know what to say really, apart from it's not good enough for the wine list.
But she's like, whenever I move into a flat, how many times are you moving?
What's she doing?
What are you doing?
Is
she a criminal?
I think she is deviant.
Or she's got a bit too much money to splash if she's like going, you know what, I'm not going to think about these pans. I'm just going to carry on buying new ones willy-nilly.
No, I tell you what, I can empathise.
I don't.
Only because I bought a pan that I thought would be fine on an induction hob into the studio and then went, doesn't work, and we had to go down to Borough Market and spend about £1 billion on a pan that did.
You say
work,
we.
Or they.
Rudy did.
Yeah.
And how much was it? 80 quid.
80, yeah.
Honestly, just like this is the thing that infuriates me about cooking. You're going to get me set off now on pots and pans. Is I got sent those Hexclad pans. It was like, oh, cheers, mate. The saucepans, brilliant. The frying pans, the worst pans I probably ever used. You put like an egg on it and it just like sticks. It's just awful. You go and get like a pan from Nisbets, Vogue. They're like hardcore kitchen pans. They look great and they get bashed about and they're brilliant. They work on absolutely everything, induction, gas, no matter what. I think a lot of people end up going, oh, I'm going to get the ones that, you know, Jamie Oliver has, like the Teflon pans or whatever, Tefal or whatever they are. And then they buy all these things because they look nice and look cool. My dad is the prime example. And doesn't think about the practicality of it moving forward.
I like steel and cast iron pans. Do they work on there?
Yeah, made in. Brilliant set of pans. They sent me some and they're absolutely amazing. Stainless steel, work on induction, work on gas, obviously, work on anything.
I do prefer gas though, don't you?
I love gas. Yeah, induction is just one of those ones. Induction just breaks things. Remember I told you I had that cast iron pan? I put it on the induction and turned it on to warm it up. And it just buckled. It just went poof. Because induction's like a really intense
focused,
point.
Right.
And it just found a weak point. Just went poof and smashed.
No, I like sort of, old school. What about cooking? Or what about
just cooking on some fire?
What I was just going to say, what about putting a pan over your... Because that's something I love is when I got the barbecue going, putting a pan on and using a pan over the fire, that just feels so like
that's what I did, didn't I?
Primal.
I did the butter. Burnt the butter in the saucepan. Yeah.
It's the best.
Yummy. Don't look.
Oh, yeah. Space.
I didn't turn.
I haven't turned.
I didn't turn. Right.
Oh, one thing I was just going to say when we were talking about pâté was...
Too late, mate.
Banh mi. Is that how you pronounce it? Banh mi, the Vietnamese.
Banh mi, yeah.
Because that's interesting, isn't it? Because that's got pâté in. And do you know why it's got pâté in? I thought you were going to answer.
Why?
Because Vietnam was colonised by the French, and so that's why there's all that French influence, which is why they got baguettes and pâté in their rolls, and also you get amazing French patisseries in Vietnam that do like incredible croissants because of the sort of 19th century.
Because what was his name? George Callum Bakes on Instagram did that spam mail. Where he sent out a tin of spam that he made out of cardboard.
Oh, yeah.
So he did that, and then I made a spam me. So I used the spam to make spam me mail. Mail.
When does pâté become spam?
I don't know.
Isn't it? I mean, it's like, firmer.
And then it comes dog food. Full circle moment. Here we go.
Oh my God, here we go. So, have you looked?
No, because I went to the first cue card.
So we're back to, folks, we're back to the answer to the question of the week. And the question was...
What was the first food to be eaten in space?
And we thought it was either going to be dog food or some kind of alien gel. Applesauce.
Oh, it wasn't not too far off. Kind of green alien applesauce.
Applesauce is like alien gel.
Yeah.
It is alien gel.
Because it says here, Mr. Kipling was the first person in space, and he eaten by Yuri Gagarin. All right, okay. The first human in space on April 12, 1961.
Do you know? I bet you that
the food had to be soft, safe. There's my brain switching words around. The food had to be safe, soft, and squeezable to avoid choking, as you can't swallow properly without gravity helping move food down the esophagus.
Wowee.
Bring someone with you.
Do you know what? I reckon that's wrong, and I reckon no, only because no.
George is so ChatGPT right now.
Only because what you said about that they sent an animal into space first, and they must have sent it up with some food. Otherwise, it'd be like
PETA will be kicking off, wouldn't they? Oh, here we go.
It's still up there, isn't it? Floating around.
No food.
Talking to that, I found a cat skeleton yesterday. Anyway.
What, yours?
Yeah. Buried in the... So our cat that died a few years ago, we buried it in the garden, and then we planted a plant where it was.
Yeah.
And we planted it a bit too... when you...
Is that where that lovage was a bit...
Yes, well, the lovage was next to it.
Oh, right.
And then... anyway, and then we realised that we planted it too high, and where the earth had sunk down, the kind of the pot shape was lifting up. So I dug deeper, and I came across a load of bones, and I went, "Oh, that's John's bones."
Yeah, well, there we go. Don't send a dog to space. Anyway,
applesauce. Applesauce makes me think of when I went to New York last, and I had latkes from Zabar's, and they came with sour cream and applesauce, and I love the applesauce you get over there. It's so different from, like, you get a jar of applesauce over here and it's really pale yellow.
Yeah, the
applesauce there, the Jewish one, that's like amber, really dark, sort of cinnamony caramelized, kind of that with
Didn't McDonald's used to put potato in their apple pies, or was that like a thing?
What, to
like one of those urban myths? Yeah, you used to get those
know.
perfect cubes of apple. And you were like, God, that would dissolve, wouldn't it, by the time you've warmed it out?
Potato?
And people said they used to
if
put
it
potato
works,
in there.
enough sugar around them.
Hey,
you're gonna.
Well, there we go.
You're gonna do it. What are you gonna do with your potato and your apple pie?
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That wraps up another episode of Stuffed. We hope we kept you entertained. Maybe even inspired you to try something new in the kitchen.
I'm inspired. And once again, make sure you follow us on social media so you can get involved in future episodes. And don't forget, folks, we're on YouTube. The new YouTube. So head over to @TheStuffPodcast for weekly Tuesday videos, and don't forget to subscribe and review Stuffed on all your platforms.
Thank you all for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye.